capped your regular season heading into the week of Big 12. Just what are your overall thoughts on today, finally scoring that 196?
Yeah, it's been a long journey getting to this point. But it's been a fun journey. Yeah, it's had some frustration in it, and but in dealing with COVID and everything that's come with that, and just trying to keep everybody healthy and heading in the same direction. This has been a great team to work with, and I told them we got a peak at the end of season, and that's what they're doing. So Friday night up in Pittsburgh, not our best overall performance, but saw some definitely bright moments, and we were able to capitalize on that today. And like I said, we're peaking at the right moment going into Big 12, and we just need to do this same performance and still stick. We got landings and other issues that we can still fix and add, another half point to this score easy. So that's what we're going to be focused on this week.
And then all 6 gymnasts in the lineup scored 9.8 or higher on beam. Kind of, what do you think clicked between Friday and today's meet?
I think it was just, they let their nerves get the best of them. I think they definitely saw, the potential for a great score there. And I think they took that pressure on themselves. And, I told them after the meet, that's not their job, so I told them I didn't want them thinking that way coming into today, because it's just because the potential's there, it doesn't mean you need to change, your approach. On how you either get ready for a beam routine or floor routine, it doesn't matter. With Big 12s, we start on floor, so we're going to end on beam, and it'll be the same thing. We cannot change our approach. And today I could tell that they just did their gymnastics, and that's all we needed them to do. And they did a great job.
Rachel competing in the all-around and back-to-back meets. What are you seeing from her towards the end of this season?
I've seen tremendous leadership from Rachel, and especially just through her, actions in the gym and then, at competitions. I mean, her goal was to compete this year, and then her goal became to compete 3 events, and now she's in 4 events, and to be able to do that 2 times in one weekend is that's asking a lot. And she hit. And 8 for 8, and she had a step out of bounds tonight, but or this afternoon, but overall great performance from her. She still got a great score on floor, and but she's really stepped up as a leader, and I think that that's something she's going to carry over into her senior year. So it's good to see it.
And then Kiana Lewis really seemed to has been ramping up here these last couple of meets, continuing scoring season highs, career highs. What do you think, have you seen from her that has changed throughout between the beginning of the season and now? Is it just overall experience and just getting out there and competing, or what is it from her?
Yeah, I think it was, every now and then, and especially freshmen, they need to see what it's all about. What is a college meet like? And, and what is the pressure, because when you're in club, you're going to compete no matter what, and you're going to do all 4 events, in college, you have to make those lineup spots. And so she was a little tentative in the beginning, kind of putting herself out there, to have the potential to make those spots. And I think as she saw everything and she got more and more comfortable, with that environment, and it's very different from club. And, the fact that she did 3 events today, she is really close to a bar routine. You really can't ask more out of a freshman, to be putting in those kinds of numbers on 3 events. But I think it's just her getting used to what college gymnastics is about. And, she, like I said, she's been a little bit tentative, but she's peaking right now at the end of the season, exactly when we need her to. And she's doing a great job.
And lastly, just heading into Big 12 this week, kind of how does the team carry that momentum, competing at home, staying home, and just competing again in their home gym?
Yeah, we have 3 days of practice this week, and so definitely one of those will be a lighter day, and we're just going to focus on doing what we did today, and hitting those 24 routines, the consistency of it. I think it's exciting that our lineup still, are not as solid as they have been in the past. And that makes them, work even harder in the gym, having to prove that they deserve those spots or prove that they deserve a chance to warm up. And, the fact that they've all bought in, I tell them all the time, guys, even if you're in the number 8 or 9 spot on an event, you pushing is making everybody in front of you better because they're having to fight harder to keep their spot. And, so that's going to be the focus this week, is definitely getting a team, even more increased team focus going into Big 12 and going in there and doing the best that we can. And, only worrying about the things that we can control and having a great time. And we're at home and, excited to host a championship event. And especially given I didn't know if this was even going to be happening 6 months ago. So we're looking forward to it, but that'll be the focus, is just, as Abby said today, and Emily was standing there with her, they almost said it at the same time. They said, this is the Mountaineer show, and that's going to be what we're going to bring into the Coliseum next Saturday.